Hi guys. Well, I'm sure those of you who are regular viewers on the channel, you've been watching for a while now, you'll know that I go down to the local flea market, the car boot sale, flea market every Sunday, and I'm down there looking for stuff basically that I can buy to make videos for the channel and to repair, and then hopefully make money when I sell it, if I fix it. And you might have noticed that I haven't done any car booties now for a few weeks, and the reason for that is because at the moment the market's closed. We're in COVID alert level 4. So the councils have taken upon themselves to close all the markets, which, I mean, considering it's an outdoor market and everybody's wearing masks all the time anyway there, I don't know, it's not crowded, but anyway, they've closed the market, so at the moment there's no car booty. But there are other places I can get stuff from. There's a couple of second-hand shops locally, and I went down there a few weeks ago. One didn't seem to have anything, but the other one had some computers which I bought and made some good videos, and I got some decent profit off one. So I could go back down, but I left him a number. He said he'd get in touch with me if he has anything else, and I haven't heard from him, but I'll go down next week and see if he's got anything. But there's a third way I sometimes find stuff to repair, and I want to tell you about that, and I actually have something. But first I thought I just want to waffle for 5 or 10 minutes, and tell this story, and this is relevant, if you bear with me. But let's go over to the desktop, because I want to show you a slideshow, And the first thing I want to show you about this slideshow, this is near to where I live, and it ends up down at where the office is, It reminds me that, like, a few years ago I was living in the UK, there's a couple of problems I thought with society that I thought, these problems are so easy to fix. What's wrong with these people we vote into power? They've got no brains or something. They can't seem to come up with answers to easily solvable problems, And one of the problems, I was talking to a friend who has one of these disabled badges, so he can park when he goes to the shops or whatever. They have these disabled spots, outside the shops, and those people with the badges in the car are allowed to park there. And he's complaining that the problem he has is that all the people are parking in the disabled spots, and he can't get a space. And I said, well, the simple answer to that, in all honesty, is to put the disabled spots at the back of the car park, because that's usually clear, and then you'll never have a problem getting to your disabled spot, Anyway, so I forgot about that until I moved here, and I've noticed this for a while now, so I'm going to show you a bit of a slideshow of what I see every morning going to work, and just let you have a look and let me know what you think. So anyway, let's go over to the desktop, and let's have a look at our slideshow. So this is a car park fairly near to where I live, and it has a row of shops, of vets, and there's a baker's, the obligatory kebab shop, and what's this one, the vets, and on the other side there's some bars and some more shops, and then around the other side of these buildings there's spa and supermarkets, But anyway, you'll notice straight away, this is the disabled spot, one of them, And where have they put it? At the back of the car park, At the back of the car park, and look, nobody's in it, And we go to another one, and this is it. So this is a disabled sign, And the spaces are here and here. Somebody's using one here, and so basically all the incapacitados, that's a nice Spanish word, incapacitados, all the incapacitados can come down here and park in their spaces without having to worry about other people in the spaces, So simple, Another thing you might just notice here, by the way, how clean this is, There's no graffiti on the walls, there's no crap on the streets. And this is not a resort, this is a town, This is a town where I live. I live off over in that direction. And by the way, you'll see above all these shops, these are tenements, people living in these places, yeah, above the shops. This is not a wealthy area, this part, yeah, this is not a wealthy area. Is the place covered in graffiti? Is there crap all over the streets? Oops, wrong way. Is there graffiti? Is there crap all over the streets? No. And the reason there's no crap all over the streets, yeah, is because every morning I see a couple, at least on the way to work, yeah, as these. So this is a little truck with bins, bin bags, some cleaning stuff, sprays, a brush, and the palm leaves, yeah. So these guys are out every morning, yeah, there's one of them here, look, with these palm leaves, sweeping all the dust and detritus off the streets, yeah, and it's clean, look, it's clean. I mean, how difficult is that to do? Yeah, A, it creates employment, and B, it keeps the place clean. Yeah, so I don't know. The other thing I noticed on the way to work, and this is the other problem I had with the UK in particular, maybe where you live as well. They have a big problem in the UK with something called fly tipping, and what this basically means is people dumping everything from like general waste and, you know, garden waste to sofas, TVs, gas cookers, fridges and batteries and tyres all over the place. They just dump this stuff, yeah, and you get heavy fines if they catch you, without a doubt, yeah, heavy fines for people doing this, but the answer to this is so simple. You don't need to be like pursuing people to do this. Just give them somewhere where they can go and put the crap, yeah, any time of day, just where they can just go and just put the crap. Problem solved, yeah. So on the way to work, it's like 6 or 7 minutes walk, and I walk past 4 of these places, yeah. This is one of them. So here there's like a crusher thing, yeah. They've got things where you can put your bottles in, and everything else you sling it in here, yeah. Whether it's food waste or whether it's tyres or battery or anything. What people tend to do, if they have anything that they think somebody else might want, they tend to put them on the floor down here or over here. And other people come along, and if they come along before the guys come and get all the crap, people pick stuff up, yeah. You can see where this story's going now, I hope, yeah. And not only do they come and empty this a couple of times a day, also, look, when they empty, they clean everything. They've got a hose pipe on the truck and they clean it all, yeah. They almost polish these places, yeah. Here's another one, you can see the big crusher. So you hit the crusher, and when it's full, they kind of like flick this thing up onto the wagon and just empty it out, and then they put it back down again, yeah. These places are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can just go and put what you want in for nothing. Do we have a fly tipping problem? No. Okay. Just walking down to it. This is down past where the guy these palm trees. Another thing that I just like about this place, by the way. Do we have traffic jams? No. This is about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday morning. This is a main route up through the town, yeah. You know, like dual carriageway, yeah. Is it full of traffic? No. Why? Because they build enough roads for the amount of cars that need to use them. Simple, yeah. Let's go down. So this is the 4th of these waste tips on my way. That there's where my office is, yeah. Walking down the hill. This is 5 minutes from where I live. And yesterday I walked down here and I spotted something down here, and I thought, is that a portable TV? A white one? And I got a bit closer and I thought, no, it's got a DVD player in the side to start with. So I thought, I'm having that. I picked it up, it's a bit hefty. Picked it up, stuck it under my arm, and carried on down to the office, yeah. And here, by the way, it's one of the compressors again. So again, you'll throw your crap in here. Every so often, somebody comes along and hits the button and compresses it. And when it's full, compressed, then they bring the truck and empty it. That's how it works, yeah. This, by the way, something I've only ever seen here. These guys come from the north of the island, yeah, where they have a lot more rainfall up in the mountains. You have a lot of very good fresh spring water. And these guys come down with bottled water, and they go knocking door to door, yeah, and see if you want to buy some water. We used to have milkmen in the UK. We stopped having one some years ago when I was there. But anyway, yeah, we have that. This is a nicer area, and it's only a few minutes from another 5 minutes. This is where my office is, yeah, Botanico, Centre of Botanico. We've got a sea view, yeah, you'll see it down there. A nice sea view. This is a nicer area, yeah, but it's all clean. Yeah, look, it's nice, it's tidy. You can park your car here and leave your windows open and your doors open, and I can guarantee you nobody's going to steal your car, and nobody's going to steal what's in it. Almost guarantee. It's so rare you don't hear of anything of that happening. Yeah. 5 minutes walk up here is where those tenements are, and yet if I walk down this way, everybody I pass in the street, hello, you know, buenos dias, buenas tardes, the afternoon. Yeah, everybody's just friendly here. Yeah. So that's my must be far too much waffling. Okay, so those of you who skipped, no doubt will be coming up to this part of it now. Okay, interesting to know how that compares to where you live, by the way. Be very interested. I think the UK is very bad in these respects, but I think there might be hope. I'm sure there's other places that do it properly. Disabled spaces at the back, men out cleaning the streets, and no graffiti and stuff. Yeah, a bit of respect. Everybody has a bit of respect. Yeah. Okay, so what did I get? My white portable TV. Yeah, it's here. This is my white portable TV. Let's go over to the overhead. Let's make this a bit bigger. Okay. This says one way on it. The sticker here, Intel inside. Intel Pentium inside. So this is an all-in-one PC. Yeah. Just sitting there down by the skip, the dumpster, whatever you call it. And this went under my arm and down to the office. Yeah. So yeah, let's see if we can fix it, shall we? What is it? What's inside it? How old is it? I don't know. I assume it doesn't work. I assume, but we'll find out. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look to see what I've actually got here. Yeah. See you all. Oh, just a few seconds or less. So I suppose the first thing to do probably with this is connect it via the light bulb and just switch it on. Yeah, we could assume it's been switched on before, so if anything bad's going to happen, it's probably already happened. If these come on bright, it's probably because it's drawing a lot of power and I'll have to switch the limiter off. Yeah. So yeah, let's give it a go. Just yeah, make sure I don't have both limiters in circuit. Okay, so let's just switch this on and see if it does anything. No, it doesn't do anything. Nope, nothing happening at all. Okay, so I think we can assume it's dead. Yeah, unless there's an on-off switch. Let me just have a quick look before I embarrass myself. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't appear to have a physical on-off switch, but it does have a kind of a start switch under here. So let's see what happens if we press that. No. So okay, so this is dead. So okay, let's have a look to see if we can find this, A, what's inside this, and B, what's wrong with it. Yeah. Okay, so I've got it on the bench. I'm guessing this is quite old. It says Pentium inside, it doesn't say i3 or i5 or anything like that. Oh, and it's quite a deep one. I'm thinking this might have like an LCD screen with like the fluorescent lighting behind, not the LED. It says note, never disassemble the computer. Please contact professional of authorised company when need help. Hey, never. Doesn't say why or what would happen if you did, but it tells you tells me not to do what I'm about to do. Yeah. Okay, so there's lots of screws around this. So I'll take all the screws out. Let's see if the back comes off, and let's see if we can see what's inside it. Okay, so the back came off. First thing occurs to me is this is newer than I thought it might be. Let's just zoom down on this motherboard. Okay, so we have an ASRock H81M VGA. Chipset's that, H81. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure that's an I something or other. Let's have a look. Let's go search for this motherboard CPU compatibility. Okay, so it's an ASRock. ASRock H81. This is an I something or other. VG4. No, that one. So CPU support. What fits in this? Socket 1150. Okay. Let me just see. I have something in the way of the screen slightly. Well, okay. It's an I 4th generation. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Short of taking the heatsink off and having a look at what we've got, which we might end up doing if I can't get it to work. Yeah. Fans working. So we have a 3.5 inch, sorry, a 2.5 inch hard drive, which is, what size is that? 500 MB. It's got capacity marks on it. Can we see it? M500 MBB. Is it 500 gig or something like that? Probably. We have just one stick of RAM in this. This is yeah, 4 GB of DDR3. Okay, so because it doesn't come on at all, I'm suspecting the power supply is the first problem. So let's get an ATX power supply, hook it up to this machine and see if it works. Yeah, that seems like a rather good idea. Notice you've got a VGA, you can see VGA connector going down to the monitor. I would have thought it'd be something, you know, DVI or something on that. Okay, let's get a power supply and just kind of like connect it to this and see what it does. Just before I do connect a power supply, I ought to check just for shorts on the 12 volts coming in. So that side's the ground. Can I make a connection on it? Yeah, that side's ground. That's ground. Yeah, so these are the 12 volt coming in, so there's nothing short there. Let's have a quick look on the ATX. Just pull this back on here for a moment. Okay, so from black, just have a quick look. So we got, yeah, 16 ohms on the 3.3, 80 ohms or not 100 or something on the 5. What's on the 12? Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, I'm going to get my ATX power supply and try and connect it to this, and then see if I can flick it upside down with my power supply connector so we can see the screen. Let's see what it does. Okay, I've connected my ATX power supply to this switch on. Yeah, I've stuck a keyboard and mouse on this under the anticipation it might actually work. So I've just got behind here and flick the power switch, and then I guess we have to press start, which is probably this button under here, I'm guessing. No, nothing. No, it doesn't start. Okay, too much anticipation there. Let's have a look at it, see what we can do with it. Okay, so I'll just take this power supply off just for the moment. Just get these wires out of the way so it's a little bit tidy, yeah. And then we can have a look to see what's going on. I'm guessing, push comes to shove, I could probably find another motherboard to stick in this. If the processor's good and the RAM's good, and I bet those boards can be found quite cheaply, you know. But it'd be nice to see if we can actually repair this, yeah. So let's just, that thing's out of the way. Let's diddy little ATX thing, yeah. 300 watt. Oh, okay. So out of the way. So let's see. So I'll disconnect the IDE devices. Yeah, we'll start off with some basics. So let's disconnect the IDE drives. Power's going down here. I'm not quite sure what this is for, but there was power going down there for something, so I've connected that. Obviously I've got my 24-way and the 4-way, but it doesn't want to start, and there's the buttons under the edge. Which was the power button? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so this one at this end should switch it on. Okay, well first of all I can see, let's zoom that down if I can. I don't know if you can see it very well, but like the on off thing here was kind of like the power switch is kind of hanging off the pins, yeah, like it wasn't pushed down properly. So let's try that. Let's get this over to this side now so it's out of the way. Okay, there's wires all over my knees, yeah. Yes, that's like where the ATX switch that was hanging off the pins, that's probably not a good start. That's on there, that's on there. Let's power it up again. So what it does now. This is power on. It starts. It now starts, yeah. So let's get us into position where we can actually see it. Yeah, let's I'll sort all this wiring out and I'll just be back in a moment. Okay, so I've got my power supply attached again, power on. Let's see if we can just work the little switch. It's kind of like under here. I probably need something just to press it with. Just so I flick the switch. Nah, just lift up the corner and do it, yeah. Right, power's on. Fans running. Insert media, bootable media. Okay. I thought the hard drive was connected. Let's see if I can get to the BIOS. Got my keyboard. Try F2. Oh, we're in the BIOS. Let's have a look. I don't know how well you can see that. If I switch off my overhead light, that might help. Just one moment. Okay, I've switched off the overhead lighting, so I'll just get rid of the glare. Yeah, so it's Celeron. If you doesn't do focus very well for some reason. Go on camera, see if it'll focus. Try. Okay, so it says it's a Celeron G3240. So it's not an i3 or 5 or 7. That's a bit of a shame. Does it see the hard drive? Boot. Looks like it's not detecting the hard drive. Okay, I'll have a little play around with it and let's see what I can do. But basically it seems to be working, yeah. It is only a Celeron. Am I being too expectant here, considering it was by the dumpster? Well, let's see. Okay, I think I'd sorted that. I hadn't connected the cable, the power cable, yeah, to the SATA drive. Starting Windows. So this has got somebody's life on it, yeah. The question. And is there a password even? Doesn't look like it, does it? You know, put a SSD on this and maybe a faster processor. I think this would be a nice little machine, you know, to be quite honest. Oh, updating Steam. Oh, it's got somebody's Steam library on it. That's strange, somebody's playing Steam games on this when there's no GPU, basically. It's just, it can't update Steam because I haven't got the LAN cable connected, yeah. Empire of the Undergrowth. Office, 2007. Huh? Commando Ops. I think this just wants an SSD put in on it, basically. No, that could be quite interesting. Okay, interesting question now is the original power supply faulty? Was it just that loose connection on the start switch that stopped it from working? There's one way to find that out, isn't there? Well, yes, it seems it could just be as simple as that. So put some power on. I've got the original power supply back on, and it starts. Yeah, so I'll just put it back together, but it would appear that all that was wrong with this was this wire, the green wire here, was kind of hanging off the terminals, the start button. Go on, let's stick it back together. So yes, sometimes it's just as simple as that. That's quite nice. Seems pretty fast, to be honest, just on its own hard drive. You know, not even an SSD. I think yeah, we could put an extra 4 gig of RAM in this. I think it's only running on single channel, just one DIMM at the moment. So another 4 gig of DDR3. That's not going to cost a lot. Stick an SSD in, I think. I mean, you know, 500 gig or something, and yeah, that's all we need to do with this, and we have a good working machine. So, well, what are my thoughts on that one? Yeah, so it seems like we've set the world right on a couple of important points. Yeah, disabled parking spots from fly tipping solved, no problem. Can we get stuff out of skips lying on the street, and are they worth picking up? Damn right they are. Okay, so yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. I think that was more entertainment than education, but do you know what? I bet you still learnt something from that. Okay guys, see you very soon on the next one. Ciao for now.